wanted to walk you through the Deadbug, a simple but very effective ab exercise. Keeps our spine resilient by focusing on the muscles that protect our spine, and it also helps us be able to gain better control of our pelvis while we're moving other parts of our body. So there's a lot of reasons why this is a really great exercise. I have to say though that I often see it done improperly, incorrectly, or too fast, so you're just not getting as much out of the exercise as you could. So we're going to go through a couple of simple ways to do it to get started with this exercise. You can certainly further complicate it and make it harder by adding bands and lightweight dumbbells and things like that. But today we're just going to start with kind of what most people know as the Deadbug. And if the full Deadbug is too challenging for you right now, I'm going to start with kind of how you can scale up and work to that. So let's get into it. So I'm sure you've seen this. It looks just like a Deadbug, right? Like I croaked and I'm upside down. So that's where the name comes from. This is from Stuart McGill, so if you like this or you have back stuff, I highly recommend checking out Stuart McGill because he is fantastic. He is the back guy, back doctor. Okay, so when we're doing this exercise, one of the main things we're paying attention to is that there is no gap between our back, our low back specifically, and the ground. It's pretty rare that our upper back's going to come up. This usually happens to the low back. So if I just put my feet up like this, and I go to move one leg, and if I feel my back come up off the ground, that's what we're trying to avoid. So we want to pull our abs in, like kind of draw them in, pull our ribs down, meaning don't let them flare up, okay? So we're gonna pull them down. I like to think about, the cue I like to use is like to think about tying a string. It's really weird, but pretend like you're tying a string around your belly button and someone's pulling that through the ground, okay? That just tends to help me draw those abdominals in a little bit more. So we're gonna put our feet up, and you can just start here. So we're gonna just take a foot down and tap, okay? And notice if anything comes up off the ground, okay? I haven't even lifted up my shoulders yet, okay? We're gonna talk about breathing here in a minute, but I wanna walk through the movement first, and then we'll add some breathing in. So for that particular scale, you can just practice legs. Hands up, you can just practice arms, okay? So if you want to add in the breathing now, let's say you've done legs and arms and low back and everything, all this is staying tight and locked down, we're good there. Let's start to add in some breathing. This is where you're really going to make this exercise much more effective. So to start, we're gonna breathe in. Okay, I'm going to do the full thing here. I'll start with just legs. So I'm going to breathe in to start. So big inhale in through your nose, filling up our abdomen, our low back. Okay, and I am breathing out as I go to move. And I want that exhale out through the mouth. Think like, I don't know, roughly 6 seconds. 5 to 6 seconds, a nice, slow, controlled exhale with a really controlled movement either of legs or arms when we put this together. So we can do it what I would call kind of a no crunch Deadbug. Okay, so focusing on drawing those abs down, inhale here. And then we're going to go opposite hand. So if it's my right hand, it's going to be my left leg. These two things are going to move together. I didn't know I was going to throw some coordination in here, did I? Did you? Okay, so my right hand and the left foot. So I'm going to start with my inhale. You can hear that if I'm breathing properly, you're probably even seeing my body shake a little bit. I haven't even added the crunch in, okay? So my shoulders were staying on the ground, my head was on the ground. I'm just focusing on drawing those abdominals in and focusing on that really good controlled breathing. Like I said before, roughly, I don't know, 3 to 4 second inhale in through the nose, and then slow exhale out through the mouth, almost like you're blowing through a straw a little bit, okay? So now I'm going to show you the crunch version of the dead bug. So everything remains the same. The only difference is we're going to add a little crunch in. We're going to pull our head off the floor and we're going to draw our shoulders up off the ground. Okay, so same thing here. Start with that inhale. There's your dead bug.